The only thing is that I thought at that point was they believe like in another prophet after him. I thought it was this totally strange religion. So I didn't go and look, but I think that I had in myself that I wanted to know about Islam. I knew that the Quran was the book of the Muslims, but literally it stopped by there. It's the first time that somebody hugged me when I wasn't on ecstasy, you know? Rahim. The very first time I heard about Islam, I was coming home from a friend's house and I got out of the car. There was somebody walking in front of the house and I recognized the person, but they kind of like looked different. So I stopped and I said, "Jonathan, is that you?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "You look different." I couldn't put my finger on how he looked different, but he just looked different. He said, "Yeah, I become a Muslim."
This was in Cardiff, right?
Yeah, so this was in Cardiff. This was in about 1994.
That feels like a long time to me. Like before 2000 or?
Because it was in like 1994, of course, you know, there was no internet. I'd never heard of anybody becoming a Muslim before, so it was totally weird. So I was like, "Why did you become a Muslim?" And he said, "Come on, let's go and sit down and chat about it." So he actually lived just up the road. We walked up the road together and he started telling me about Islam.
What did you...
So I was kind of like, you know, I was too cool to say, "Oh, can I have a look at it as well?" So I didn't go and look, but I think that I had in myself that I wanted to know about Islam. I knew that the Quran was the book of the Muslims, but literally it stopped by there. I was shocked because this is the first time that I realized that there's this other religion. They believe in the same God as me. They believe in Jesus. They believe in the same prophets as me. The only thing is that I thought at that point was they believe like in another prophet after him. I thought it was this totally strange religion. Exactly. And I think that's the thing that basically intrigued me, were the similarities. there's another narrative in the Bible, which is the narrative of Paul. And basically, I kind of came to this conclusion that Christianity wasn't the religion of Jesus. Exactly, and when I looked at God in Islam, it just made total sense. And I just thought, this is the religion of Jesus, because Jesus worshipped God alone. It's that simple. And in Islam, God is all-powerful. Not just in Islam, in reality, God is almighty and all-powerful. And he sent all of these prophets. He sent Moses, he sent Jesus, alayhi salam. He sent Abraham and Noah and Yusuf and all of the other prophets. And they all came with one message, and it's so simple. Worship God alone. Yeah, so I was logically convinced, but there was like this emotional part. So my parents organized for me to go and speak to the local vicar. A vicar in Protestantism is kind of like a priest, but he gets married, right? He's the man of the church. He goes on a Sunday and gives the sermon and stuff. And the thing is, he just lived at the end of the road. I went to visit him and I said to him, listen, I don't want to become a Muslim. And I didn't. I told you this emotional thing. I don't want to become a Muslim. Just answer these questions for me. Chat that we had with the vicar said, listen, I believe that Muhammad is a prophet, but I stay Christian because of the love of Jesus. And even though that's kind of like what I was thinking myself, hearing this knowledgeable man saying it, it made me think, this is just ignorant. How can you believe something and not follow it? So that actually made me want to become a Muslim. But then it was Ramadan came, and it was actually in January, about 6 months later. And that first guy, Imran, Jonathan, took me to the mosque in Cardiff. I went into the mosque, it was Ramadan. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Actually, he said it slower, right? He said, Ashhadu, Allah, Allah, ilaha.
I've seen a lot of these with like Shamsi and stuff. They take it line by line in Arabic and then in English as well afterwards normally.
So he did it in Arabic and then did it in English. And he said, that's it, you're a Muslim. Oh, everyone was so excited. They got up, they started hugging me. It's the first time that somebody hugged me when I wasn't on ecstasy, you know?